everybody, so this is gonna so this is a raw video, and I'm gonna keep this raw because I wanna make it uh like like a live stream. So here's the latest satellite imagery right now. It's pretty big. Oh. Okay, so this is the satellite imagery of Dolphin right now. It's loading still. It's still loading. No, oh crap! It's collapsing. It's collapsing. Starting to collapse. Looks like it's gonna be the shape of Goni. It's gonna be the shape of Super Typhoon Goni. If you don't remember the shape, I'm gonna give you the satellite imagery. Mom. Yeah.
Where's the pen? Lost the pen again?
Okay, so this might look. The shape right now might look like. Okay, the shape. This is gonna be the shape. Okay, so this might be the shape. Okay, so this storm might be in the shape of this because it is significantly losing its clouds.
Is that good?
I don't know if it is. Okay, so this is the significant amount.
Hmm? Wait. Ay, nako, sad.
Okay, so
Format.
okay, so this might lose about.
Thanks. Oh my goodness, why are you spilling?
Look, this is supposed to float.
Okay, so this will be about 742 kilometers wide soon. So this is my prediction for Typhoon Dolphin.
This part is wet. I found Toto. Oh, Toto, you're so dirty. I mean, you're so wet. Well,
Okay.
Chloe?
yes, she's jumping on.
Okay, so this might be about. Okay, so soon it will lose its clouds and become 731 kilometers. So here's the thingy right now, the simulated satellite imagery. So I don't know how this works, but it's actually really cool. Okay, so it looks like a tropical system will form over here. It looks like a tropical system might okay, so this might not be a tropical system, or but maybe maybe interest.
What's this for?
So
You don't like it.
What do I do? I love it.
But you don't like it.
I love it.
You don't like it.
okay, so I don't know how this works. I don't know what else to talk about. Looks like this might be an area of interest. Dolphin, Japanese typhoon number 13, is located 585 kilometers east of Iwo To and has tracked west-northwestward at 24 kilometers per hour or 13 knots over the past 6 hours. Maximum significant wave height is about 13.7 meters or 45 feet. Dolphin is forecast to continue tracking along the southwestern extension of the subtropical ridge, centered far to the northeast. Within the next 24 hours, the steering influence will shift to a second subtropical ridge currently centered over the Korean Peninsula. Dolphin will then track along. Hold on. Dolphin will then track along the southern edge of that ridge through the end of the forecast period. In 3 to 5 days, Dolphin may encounter a weaker steering environment as deep layer of trough passes north of the steering ridge and weakens it, thereby reducing the steering gradient and potentially slowing Dolphin speed of advance. Regarding intensity, Dolphin is forecast to maintain a relatively steady intensity throughout the forecast period. Dolphin expected to weaken slightly over the next 24 hours as the eye wall replacement cycle continues, then sustained in intensity of approximately 155 kilometers per hour or 85 knots over the next 4 days and weakening slightly after that. The environment is expected to remain consistent throughout the forecast period with the 20 to 30 kilometer per hour or 10 to 15 knots of wind shear expected to reduce 10 to 20 kilometer per hour. So this means that the wind shear might remove. So this means the storm might become 145 kilometers per hour or 135 kilometers per hour, which is about okay. So apparently this will become a category 4 storm. It will remain a category 4 storm for quite a while right now. Okay, let me read this part again. The environment is expected to remain consistent throughout the forecast period, with the 20 to 30 kilometers or 10 to 15 knots of wind shear expected to reduce to 10 to 20 kilometers per hour after around 36 hours, and the ocean heat content values dropping slightly in around 4 to 5 days. As a result, the primary driver of weakening in the near-term forecast is the eye wall replacement cycle. In the likely scenario that Dolphin fails to complete the ongoing eye wall replacement cycle, it could hasten weakening and compound the negative effects of lower ocean heat content. The eye and wind field will remain quite large over the next 5 days, bringing impacts to the entirety of the Japanese Ryukyu Islands regardless of center position. Deterministic model track is good agreement over the next 5 days. However, the long track spread remains moderate. Of the multi-model consensus members, DFS and EFS ensemble mean are the slowest members. DFS is detecting a more significant weakening of the steering environment uh, at the end of the forecast period and is depicting Dolphin getting caught in a cone. What is a cone? Okay, takes up that is formed by passing through the deep layer trough. This scenario would cause slower track speeds than what is depicted in the current forecast. However, other reliable models, including ECMWF and the experimental AI models, show, show steady track speeds as Dolphin crosses the Ryukyu Islands. As a result, the JTWC track forecast is not significantly impacted and is placed close to the multi-model conscious with overall high confidence. Reliable intensity aids are in good agreement over the next 5 days with most. Okay, I'm gonna read it again. Reliable intensity aids are in good agreement over the next 5 days, with most models depicting a steady intensity with a slight weakening trend. Therefore, the JTWC intensity forecast is assessed with medium confidence over the next 3 days and low confidence in 3 to 5 days, and lies close to the multi-model conscience GFS, HAPS A, and HWRF. Uncertainty Uncertainty regarding the intensity forecast stems from the ongoing Iwo replacement cycle and resulting intensity fluctuations. Okay, so that's basically it for today's report on Typhoon Dolphin right now. Goodbye.